My sister faked my schizophrenia diagnosis to shut me up and marry into a billionaire family. Hey Reddit. Growing up, my sister and I had a complicated relationship. She was always the golden child, the one who could do no wrong, while I was the problem, the one who never quite fit in. My parents never said it outright, but I could see it in their eyes, the disappointment whenever I failed to meet their expectations. My sister, Lauren, on the other hand, could have burned the house down, and they still would have found a way to blame me for leaving matches where she could reach them. I tried to ignore it. I tried to be the bigger person, to let her have her way, because fighting was pointless. But nothing prepared me for what she did to me when money and status were on the line. A year ago, Lauren started dating a man named Jonathan. He was rich, not just regular rich, but the kind of rich where one mistake could wipe out millions, and no one would even blink. His family owned corporations, land, political connections. The kind of people who didn't just live in luxury but controlled the world from behind velvet curtains. I met him a few times, and he seemed nice enough. But something always felt off about the way Lauren acted around him. She wasn't her usual smug, domineering self. She was careful, almost desperate to please. I knew she wanted this marriage more than anything. After all, she had spent her whole life chasing status. What I didn't realize was how far she'd go to make sure nothing got in her way. It started with little things. Conversations I swore we had, but she insisted never happened. Missing objects that I knew I had left in one place but were suddenly somewhere else. She would look at me with concern and tell me I was forgetting things. That I was stressed. That maybe I needed help. I brushed it off at first, thinking she was just being her usual manipulative self. But then my parents got involved. My mom started asking if I was feeling okay, if I was sleeping enough. My dad pulled me aside and said he was worried. I laughed it off, telling them Lauren was just playing her usual mind games, but they didn't believe me. And then things escalated. And one night, I woke up to my mom and dad standing over my bed, looking terrified. My mom was crying. My dad was on the phone with someone. I sat up, groggy and confused, and asked what was happening. Lauren, standing in the doorway, had her arms crossed, a triumphant smile barely hidden on her lips. "You attacked me," she said. "You were screaming about voices. You tried to hurt me." I had no idea what she was talking about. I hadn't even left my bed. But my parents didn't believe me. They had already called a doctor, one of Lauren's friends, I later found out, who arrived within minutes. The next thing I knew, I was being evaluated for schizophrenia. It didn't matter how much I denied it. It didn't matter how much I pleaded. The evidence was stacked against me. Lauren had been planning it for months. Her concerned text to my parents, the fake recordings of me talking to myself which I now believe she either edited or staged, even my missing belongings, which she had conveniently found in odd places, were all used as proof that I was losing touch with reality. I was forced into treatment. Medicated. I lost my job. My parents treated me like a fragile, broken thing. And Lauren? She got exactly what she wanted. A month after I was officially diagnosed, she married Jonathan. Edit, I have proof. I've been secretly collecting it ever since I realized what was happening. Lauren may have tricked my parents, but she underestimated me. I recorded one of our conversations where she admitted to setting me up. I have texts where she told a friend how easy it was to make me look unstable. I have everything. But I need to be careful. Jonathan's family isn't just rich, they're powerful. If they find out what I'm planning, I don't know what they'll do. Update. I confronted my parents with the recordings. My dad was silent, but my mom burst into tears. She kept saying she didn't know, that she thought she was helping me. I asked her if she had ever truly believed I was sick, and she just kept crying. My dad finally said that he needed time to process everything. But Lauren? She didn't even flinch when I played the recordings in front of them. "You're making a mistake," she said. "You don't understand what you're doing." Then she left. Just like that. Now I'm scared. Because if she isn't panicking, it means she has something worse planned. Another update. I was right to be scared. Someone broke into my apartment last night. Nothing was stolen, but my laptop was smashed, and the place was ransacked. Whoever did it was looking for something. I don't know what to do. I have backups of my evidence, but I don't think I can stay here anymore. I'm staying with a friend for now, but even she's worried. She told me I should drop it. That Jonathan's family is too powerful. But I can't. I refuse to let Lauren get away with this. I've reached out to a lawyer. If anything happens to me, the evidence is set to go public. I won't let her win. Final update, Lauren showed up at my friend's house today. I don't know how she found me. She wasn't angry. She wasn't scared. She was sad. "You don't understand what you're doing," she said again. I told her I understood perfectly. That she ruined my life for money. That she didn't care about me, only about herself. She shook her head. You think this was about me? You think I wanted to do this? For the first time, I saw something in her eyes that wasn't smug satisfaction. It was fear. She told me Jonathan's family knew everything. That they had known from the beginning. That she didn't manipulate them, they manipulated her. She told me if I didn't stop, if I kept pushing, I would regret it. Then she left. And now I don't know what to think. Was she lying? Trying to scare me? Or was she telling the truth?